Just a few hours ago, Republican state lawmakers revealed their plan to keep the Brewers in Milwaukee. The team's lease at American Family Field expires in 2030. Part of the lease calls for the state, the owner of the facility, to pay for renovations and upkeep. The proposal presented today would include using player and personnel taxpayer dollars to pay for improvements and contributions from both the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says the plan would include making the ballpark accessible in the off-season.
The thing that they were most excited about was the weatherization of the stadium. So we now have the opportunity for not just a few months a year, but for the entire year to have concerts, which again are good for the economy, generate revenue for the locals and the state, and help to increase the amount of money that we can use for all the other priorities in the state.
Governor Tony Evers had proposed a plan in March where the state would spend $290 million on stadium repairs, and the Brewers would extend their lease through 2043. Republicans struck down that deal, revealing this new plan today. Speaker Vos says he is hoping for a hearing later this month and then a vote in early October. And Rick Schlesinger, the president of the business operations for the Milwaukee Brewers, released a statement in support of the plan, adding, quote, "It is important that we build on the momentum and focus on a plan that keeps America's favorite pastime here in Wisconsin." The office of Governor Tony Evers is responding to the announcement, saying it's good that Republicans are getting serious about keeping baseball in Wisconsin. The communications director adding that it's unfortunate that the GOP rejected the governor's plan, saying Governor Evers looks forward to reviewing the Republicans' proposal and, quote, continuing conversations on a plan that provides additional flexibility and minimizes harm for local partners.